Hi, Genki Call here with some of the changes that came into My Singing Monsters with version 3.9. The biggest change is here on Wublin Island. You may notice something very interesting about Wublin Island if you are familiar with this island, and the big news, there's lots of big news, but the big news, look, this used to only fit 4 Zynths. We have an extra space for 4 more Zynths here on this podium. So extra space here, which is going to be very helpful if you already have your island completely filled. Now you have a way to move things around. And why would you want to move things around? Well, it's a little thing called polarity. The polarity is going to, if you have positive polarity, you're going to, you're going to be able to get your resources faster. If it's a negative polarity, you're going to get them slower. So you have to pay attention to where you're placing things here if the polarity is going to come into effect. It's like having a like button or something a monster likes, but also something a monster dislikes. So we're just going to click on this guy here and we will click on info and go to polarity. So right now I have it set up with my negative polarity. It's right next to 2 monsters that it doesn't like. Well, it's next to 1 monster it doesn't like. This one also is near one it doesn't like. I need to rearrange these, but another change that came is that we now have rare wublins. We have rares. Look, cool stuff. All right, so you're going to want to know how to get a rare wublin. You can't get it from the market. You have to get a wublin, wake it up, and then you have to do this. Now you have to spend keys. For the Zenth, it's three keys. For this one, it's 5 keys, obviously, to unlock the evolutionary potential. There is another way to do this, and I'll show you in just a bit what that is. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. You see this one here. This is one that's in progress. Zith, Blooper. This was a Zenth, which I unlocked. Now, they have to be awake. You don't have the unlock button unless you've already woken them up. So you have to feed them up, get them going. Once you have them awake, then you can unlock them. So we'll unlock this guy. Boop. And as soon as I start feeding this guy, you're going to get this cloud going on. And I'll show you the inventory. You can only put rares in here. And it just so happens that there are rares that are needed right now. All of these are available right now. For the Zenth, all of these rares are now available at the moment, at the time of this recording. So I filled this guy up. Let's go ahead and head on over to Plant Island and I will show you. I've got a rare in the nest near right here. I've got a rare clamble. I can zap this over. Now, if you have something you're trying to zap, you've got a rare you're trying to zap, if you haven't woken up the potential yet, it will have a lock button on here. You can still click on Zap to Wublin and it will give you the option to unlock it at that time. So you don't have to search through the list. Sometimes if you've got a ton of Zynths, and which you probably do, you might want to unlock it this way instead of from Wublin Island. But I'll go ahead and zap this over. And if we go back now near Wublin Island, it should have a cloud around it. And something you might notice that's different from waking up a regular wublin, there's a time limit on the regular wublin. Look, this one has 6 days left. There's no time limit, thank goodness, on the ones that you're putting rares into. You have plenty of time, and it's good because you know how often do those rares become available? It would be really unfair if there was a time limit on that. So there we go. As far as Wublin Island goes, we have the new rares and we have extra slots here on this middle podium. Coolio! Next up, let's go over to Water Island. We have a new mythical on Water Island. I don't have it yet. I have not bred it yet. I just got my first Blabbit. I did play this game years ago, and I had Blabbits back then, but just got it in this playthrough. Anyway, let's head over to the new mythical. It is called, I'm hitting wrong buttons. It is called the Anglow. So this guy is pretty interesting looking. These are flashlights on his hands here. And once you get this mythical, you can zap it over, of course, over to Mythical Island, breed it with the catalyst, and you will get the Ping Hound. So, of course, there are two new ones, one for Mythical Island, one for Water Island. And yeah, they're pretty interesting, and I'll be working on getting these in a bit. I really want the epic Blabbit first. Mwahaha, it's so cute. Anyway, let's see, what else do we have here? Tons of promotions going on right now. If you head into your mailbox, you might find that there are promotions going on you didn't know about. There are certainly some in here I didn't know about. Like, for instance, I didn't know the Weirdos were 50% off right now. We also have Clover Spell content available again on Fairy Island. So let me just go head over there. I'm curious whether the skin is back because I love the skin. Let's go see. Da, 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 ba, ba, ba. Yep, there's a new video as well that just popped up there. And I will put a link to the breeding combo for the new mythical in the description box below, by the way. And yeah, it looks like the skin is available. Yay! I love this skin. And it is available from the shop as well. You can actually buy this skin right now. And you do it from where I just was, actually. You can buy this skin right now if you so choose. Of course, it's also always available from the Steam store if you're playing this through Steam. So, let me go back to near this island. I think that is most everything. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below if I missed anything. And please like and subscribe if you would, and we'll see you folks soon. Bye-bye!